Hi crafters, it's Paula Canal here from Canal Crafting, and today I'm going to show you how to make a little box for some tea lights. I'm going to put three tea lights in the little box, and you can also decorate it with ribbons and other accessories. So I'm really making the video to show you actually how to make the box. Now I'm starting off with the lid because I want to stamp on the lid and I need it to dry before I start scoring and folding it. Now the box itself is going to be 4 centimeters by 12 centimeters, so the lid needs to be 8 centimeters by 16 centimeters. Sorry, I had to think about that. So here is my acetate, my window sheet that I've cut ready to make the lid. I'm going to use a little snowflake from a retired stamp set called Four Seasons, and rest assured there are more snowflakes coming with the new catalogue that will be due out at the end of July. Now my white stays on, and I'm just going to gently ink up my snowflake. And then I'm just going to randomly stamp on the window sheet. It's quite tricky because you can actually, or the stamp can actually slide on the window sheet, so you have to be quite careful not to smudge your images all over the place. Oh, that one's smudged a bit. There we go. So that's all stamped up, and so I'm going to put that to one side now to dry. Next we need the base cardstock here, and that is 21 centimeters by 14 centimeters. So 14 by 21, and we're going to get our Simply Scored. I'm going to start off by scoring that. I've just realised I haven't actually got my scissors to hand, so I'll just go and grab those. Okay, so scoring this now, we're going to do half a centimetre at this end, then 2 centimetres, then another 2 centimetres. Going to turn that round and do the same again. Now the reason I'm doing it at this end is because this side of the board has half centimetre increments and the other side doesn't. So it just makes it easier for doing that half centimetre. There we go. Now on the lengthwise we are going to do 1, oops, that doesn't happen very often, 2, 2, that's me, more haste less speed, Paula. And the same on the other side. Must concentrate and stop rushing. There we go. And that is where your little candles will sit. So the next step is to cut out. So what we're going to do is at the ends we're going to cut all the way down to that score line there, then snip about 1/2 to 3/4 here, then cut across at a diagonal, and actually rather than cutting straight down this line I'm going to cut into that point. So you see I'm cutting in so that it almost makes a dart shape, and I'm also going to trim this off slightly to make a dart shape as well, because it just folds that little bit nicer. I'll do the next one. So I'm going to cut that dart into there, into there, 3/4 of the way up, across at a diagonal, and again a slight dart. So you can see it's only 2 or 3 millimeters that I've cut out there, and again on the other side. So slight dart straight down, a little bit across there, and then a little dart just here, and the last one. Ooh. So cut all the way down. Oh, I forgot my little dart there. No problem, we'll just add that in. Up here, across here, and the little dart there. Now that little piece where I mis-scored it, that actually won't show because that's going to be folded in, so we won't worry about that. Get rid of the scrap. And then we need our bone folder to start folding. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold inwards, inwards, and then the smaller one actually folds outwards. I'll just fold those little flaps in by hand. They don't really need to be scored with the bone folder. So fold in, and then that little one there folds out. Fold in those there, and again fold in, fold in, fold out, and the last one, fold in, fold in, fold out. Okay, so now what we need to do is to actually stick it all together. So I'm going to use my snail. I must admit I absolutely love my snail, and first of all I'm going to just put some adhesive on those 4 little flaps. Then on the little lips that we made, okay, so you fold in the little flaps and just stick those this one here, this one here. Then you fold in the edge pieces and stick those down. So you see, when you push it in, and it just makes a really nice sturdy box. Then you can place your candles inside the box. Voila! Okay, so here's our window sheet, and it's nice and dry now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to score for the lid. Now, turn it upside down so that when you score you don't inadvertently scratch off some of the design. And if you remember, I showed you how to make one of these shims for your scoreboard. So that slides on here, and that just means that the scored edges move over very slightly so that the lid fits snugly when you put it on. So I'm going to do 2 centimetres here, and 2 centimetres here, two centimetres here, and 2 centimetres here. And these little boxes actually make fantastic little Christmas gifts, or even birthday presents, anything like that. So now we've scored it, I'm going to fold it. So we just fold, and if you do it quite gently over the patterned design, then you won't scrub too much of it off. Same on the other side. All the way around. And the last one. There you go. So now we've done that scoring, we need to just trim off half of each of the corner squares and cut all the way down to there. So you've got a little flap, I don't know if you can see that very clearly, little flap there. So we're cutting to the score line here and all the way to the score line here as well. So again, to the score line, to the score line, and here to the score line, to the score line here. Now the most amazing tape for sticking these boxes together is your sticky strip, as it's just so strong. So just a tiny little bit of sticky strip on each of those flaps. One. Here's 2. Oh, haven't put that on very well, have I? That's better. There we go, and then just peel off the backing. My fingernails are giving up on me then. Fold that one in. And the last one. There you go. And then if we bring our box in, that will go, apart from the fact that it's so well done, there we go, perfectly over the top of your candles. Now, as I say, you can add ribbon, you can add tags, anything you like, or you can just leave it as a simple little box like that. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you'll try it yourself, and I'll hope to speak to you soon. Bye.